The big story that we're tracking live at this point of time, there's been an explosion on Church Street in Bengaluru where 2 people have been injured, one of them critically. Bangalore's top police officer, M.N. Reddy, has said that an improvised explosive device was used and that the 2 people who injured have sustained shrapnel injuries. One person identified as Bhavani and the other as Karthik. Bhavani is understood to have sustained very serious injuries and she's currently fighting for her life at the Malya Hospital in Bangalore. The police are yet to confirm the precise nature of the attack. They've only said that this was an improvised explosive device. They haven't said anything about any potential terror angle. They have come on record to say that there was a general threat perception around the festive season and New Year in Bangalore, like there is in every other metropolis of the country, but that there was no specific intelligence within the state about an attack of this kind in the Church Street or surrounding area. The information that we also have at this point of time is that the situation is normal on Church Street, except that the area on the footpath where this explosion took place outside the popular Coconut Grove restaurant on Church Street has been cordoned off by state authorities. The police, the bomb squad, anti-sabotage squad, dog squad and the forensic teams are on the site even as we speak. The 2 people who have been injured were apparently walking on the pavement when the blast took place. The trigger for the IED, how it was actually detonated, is not known at this time. The chemicals used in the explosive are also not known at this time. It is a matter of investigation that the police is currently looking into. All right, Home Minister Rajnath Singh has tweeted, he said, spoken to Karnataka Chief Minister S. Siddaramaiah regarding the Bangalore blast. The Home Minister is in touch. He apprised me of the situation. At this point of time, more information will be forthcoming from internal security agencies that have been activated at the centre and state level to go into whether there is any further intelligence. I spoke to M.N. Reddy, the Police Commissioner of Bangalore, a short while ago. Here's what he told us.
Yes, that's right. It's an IED device that has been placed under a hedge next to the footpath outside a restaurant on Church Street.
And can you tell us the nature of the explosion itself, the damage? You've already told us that 2 people have been injured, one of them quite seriously.
Yes, one lady is injured seriously and one other gentleman is injured but not so seriously.
And could you tell us what follow-up work is currently on right now? Is there a possibility that there will be more such devices, sir?
Deployed, including the armed reserves, including the internal security division, Cobra Force, as well as the forensic and bomb disposal squads are on site. Initial clues are being collected and we will keep you informed about further developments.
Sir, one final question, because there may be panic in your city. What message would you have for Bangaloreans right now?
I would like to tell the public that there is no need to panic, but I would like them to be alert and watchful about any unattended stuff or things that may be lying around or that may be hidden under some hedges, etc. So I want people to be alert and careful in crowded areas. But there is no reason to panic.
Thank you, M.N. Reddy, for speaking to us. Let's go straight across to headlines. Today's Pratibha Raman, who joins us live from Bengaluru on this. Pratibha, any further details? I know these are very early moments yet. It's been just about an hour and a half since the blast went off. Any further details you can give us about what's happening on the ground at this point? Okay, we've lost that audio link with Pratibha. We'll try and re-establish that in just a moment. We can tell you that the improvised explosive device was kept in a flower pot and apparently under a hedge of some kind when it went off. The police will be scrutinizing any available CCTV footage from the street, from the restaurants, to find out if they can pick up any clues from those images. The injured persons have been sent to the Malya Hospital. The explosion on Church Street took place at 8:30 p.m., a time when the place is usually quite crowded. Lots of people walking on the footpath at this point. Quite a congested area, very close to Brigade Road and literally parallel to MG Road, the commercial center of Bangalore really, and a place that known to be quite crowded at this point of time. Shrapnel injuries, the nature of the injuries are shrapnel injuries on the two people identified only as Bhavani and Karthik. Their families have been notified as well. They're being treated at the Malya Hospital in the state capital of Karnataka at this point of time. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has tweeted he is in touch with the Chief Minister of Karnataka as well.
Sir, I will not speak to you. ನೋಡಿ ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರ್ರಿ, ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವೇನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಯಾರು ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೂಲಾಗಿರಪ್ಪ. ಸುಮಾರು ನನಗೆ ನೀವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರಿ ಸರ್. ಸುಮಾರು 8:30ಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದಾಜು 8:30ಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಬ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಲಭ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಜಿಯ ಜೊತೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬಾಂಬ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ಗಳು ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ತನಿಖೆ ನಡೀತದೆ. 2 ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇಂಜುರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಇಂಜುರೀಸ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಗಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸರಿ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಟ್ಟು ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಭಾರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಜ, ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಮಾನಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ದು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಎರಡರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತನಿಖೆ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಾಂಬ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅದರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಟ್ಟು ಇದರ ತನಿಖೆ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ಸತ್ಯಾಂಶಗಳು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪೊಲೀಸರ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಸಂಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸರಿಗೆ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡಿಬಾರ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ನಡಿಬಾರ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೂ ನಡೆದಿದೆ. ಮುಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಡೆಯದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜಾಗರೂಕತೆ ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಜನಸಂದಣಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಲರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂಥ ವಿನಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪೊಲೀಸರ ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಾಕಿ ವಿಚಾರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ತನಿಖೆಯ ನಂತರವೇ ನಮಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದಿದೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಈಗೇನು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರದಿಂದ ಏನು ಸಹಕಾರಗಳು ಬೇಕೋ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ನಡೆಯದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧರಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಒನ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ I had talks with the commissioner and DG, and as per the information received at about 8:30 there was a bomb spot and 2 persons have been injured. One is seriously injured, another one is also injured. The condition of the injured persons are not known to me, but police are now. The incident is quite unfortunate. It should not have been happened. Now the anti-bomb squad has already come to this spot and they are detecting everything, and police are also investigating the matter very seriously. The state government also will take necessary steps in the coming days, and the central will also certainly give all possible assistance to the state to see that such untoward incidents should not happen in future.
Sir, you had a word with Rajnath Singh?
No, now I came to the spot. I got the information from the senior police officers, and right now Rajnath Singh is on the flight. So as soon as he lands there, I will call him. I will talk to him.
Peter saying that he has already spoken to the chief minister. Did you had any word with that?
No, chief minister has already spoken with the senior police officers and they said that they have explained the matter in detail to the chief minister.
And Home Minister Rajnath Singh has just tweeted a short while ago that he had a conversation with Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister of Karnataka. He says, spoke to Karnataka Chief Minister Shri S. Siddaramaiah regarding the Bangalore blast. He apprised me of the situation center ready to provide all help. That's what Rajnath Singh, the Home Minister, has tweeted just a short while ago. I'm going to go across now to headlines today's Mausami Singh for more on this. Mausami, Rajnath Singh in touch with the Karnataka state leadership and has also assured all assistance if required.
That's right. The Home Minister a short while ago just spoke to the Karnataka Chief Minister, and he has assured that whatever steps need to be taken, whatever help the state government needs from the center would be provided. Clearly, India has been on high alert. The Home Ministry has sent advisory to various states telling them that there should be a heightened sense of security vis-a-vis the month of January and the year-ender with Barack Obama, the U.S. President's visit slated later in January.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is an indication that the Home Ministry is there to back the center and trying to provide all assistance and help.
All right, they've assured all assistance and help right now. There was a general threat perception, is what the Police Commissioner of Bangalore has told us, that there was a general threat perception of attacks of this kind happening, low-intensity attacks of this kind happening during the festive and New Year season. Mausami, thanks very much for getting us that update. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has spoken to the Chief Minister of Karnataka and assured all assistance whatever is required. Pratibha Raman, our correspondent, is on the ground in Bengaluru. She's been bringing us the very latest. Pratibha, Sadananda Gowda, Union Minister, happened to be there on Church Street, or he landed up there. Could you just take us through precisely why he was there and what he said?
So Sadananda Gowda being the Union Minister, it is mandatory for him to come and visit the spot, considering that he was in his home state here and that is when the blast has taken place. And what he said is that this has been an unfortunate incident. Yes, there's been some amount of a lack of preparation on the end of the police in terms of averting this particular blast. Then, as of now, the investigation is on full swing to make sure they will nab whoever has planted this, and also at the same time spread a sense of calm and beef up security so that such kind of incidents do not repeat itself in the city. So that is assurance made by Sadananda Gowda. But then, as of now, the police, right from the commissioner to the DCP, all of them trying to tweet and spread messages across the city to make sure that people do not panic, to assure them that security will be in place. Because there's been a threat perception considering the incidents that the city has witnessed in the last few days. And the police have been promised that security will be up and that things will go on smoothly. And this particular blast is formed some kind of an aberration in the minds of so many people, considering it has happened in the heart of the city, right on a Sunday, when you know that people will be shopping. So it's a perfect target. That is why people are, as of now, panicking. But then, overall, the situation is under control. The area has been cordoned off, and the people who have been injured have been sent to the hospital. Necessary treatment is on. They're going to investigate in terms of examining the CCTV cameras outside the hotel, just planted right between the flower pot outside the restaurant. But then, considering that the street is dim lit, How far are they going to nab the culprit in terms of the footage that will be got from the CCTV cameras still remains a question mark. But then in terms of eyewitnesses, people who have been visiting this restaurant right since this morning, all that will be part of the investigation.
Well, all that is definitely going to be part of the investigation. We're also getting information that the bomb squad and anti-sabotage team and several other teams are already on the site. The investigation has begun. It's running out to be just about 2 hours since the blast took place. It was a low-intensity blast, and at this point of time, the only thing to be thankful for is that the injuries were not fatal, even though one person identified as Bhavani has been injured quite badly. She's seriously injured and she is currently being treated like the other person who's been injured, identified as Karthik, at the Malya Hospital in Bangalore. Do we have an update, Pratibha, on their condition?
As of now, it is too premature to talk about the conditions. The first and foremost act of the police was to drive them from here safely amongst all the people, as well as the panic, to get them to the hospital that was close by, and that's in the Malya Hospital. So the treatment is on. We'll have to wait and see what the doctors have to say. Because one of our colleagues, Rohini, is at the hospital to monitor the situation, and she will be coming back to us with more details.
Stay with us, Pratibha. We've got some breaking news coming in. All right, we've got some breaking news coming in. On the 14th of October, after pro-ISIS tweeter Mehdi Masroor Biswas was arrested, the Bangalore police leadership had got a chilling terror threat via a tweet. The Bangalore police had been on alert. The tweet threatened to avenge the arrest of Biswas, who had been running the Shami Witness Twitter handle, advocating the ISIS terror strikes and urging youth to join the Syrian terror group. There was a set of intelligence inputs which said that on the 17th of December, Sultan Abdul Amrar, an alleged Al-Qaeda operative, was reaching Bangalore from the United Arab Emirates. The Bangalore cops had failed to nab the alleged Al-Qaeda operative despite apparently laying a trap. That's the latest information that we have right now. Pratibha, even though these are very, very early moments just yet, and it's probably not a great idea to speculate too much, but it's difficult to ignore that the Mehdi Biswas incident happened just a few days ago, and the police will be looking at a possible link there as well.
Absolutely, Shiv, because the last couple of weeks, Bangalore has been pretty busy with this ISIS updates, as well as the police receiving threats. In fact, even headlines today had covered the fact that the DCP crime had an open threat that was sent as a message on his Twitter page. And those kind of messages will also be part of the investigation to find out whether this was a retaliation in terms of the arrest that was made, whether there was any hand of the ISIS in this, or whether, as you mentioned, even the hand of the Al-Qaeda operatives here in this. All that will be part of the investigation. As of now, as you mentioned, it is too premature to speculate all this, but then these kind of points will definitely be in the minds of the police, and that would be first and foremost step that they would take to ensure that more such blasts do not take place, number one, and that the security will be beefed up considering the threat perception that the police have as of now.
All right, so several different angles being looked at this point of time. It's not the right time to speculate, but there are very concrete angles that the police will be looking at this point of time. We do understand that eyewitnesses, the police will be looking for eyewitnesses, CCTV images as well, to try and get as much information as they possibly can from the scene of this crime, where two people have been injured, one of them very seriously, fighting for her life at the Malya Hospital. Pratibha Raman, our correspondent, continues to remain with us from Church Street. Our correspondent Rohini Swami will be live with us in just a moment from the Malya Hospital, where she is reporting on the two people who've been injured. Their families have been notified. Pratibha, what is the current situation at Church Street? It's everything back to normal apart from that particular area which has been cordoned off?
Well, in fact, in this particular area, we see a lot of police here who are trying to ward off the citizens because there are several onlookers here who want to find out what exactly happened and how it happened. So curious onlookers here who are trying to crowd this area, but then the police is trying to calm them down and send them out. So that's the kind of situation that you see. But then this area, in fact, it's always bustling with people, bustling with sounds as well as restaurants. And suddenly to see this area quiet is something that is quite a stunning situation in terms of shocking people right around. So that's why you have curious onlookers here. But then overall the situation is very much under control. What you saw about 1 hour ago is definitely not the same here right now. But then a sense of fear still definitely remains.
Sense of fear still definitely remains. Lots of people tweeting pictures as well from Church Street saying there's no reason to panic. In fact, that is what the police commissioner told headlines today a short while ago as well. He said there is no reason for panic. The situation is normal. State authorities have the situation under control, but that people need to be vigilant about unidentified objects or unattended objects that may be left lying around in Bengaluru. Different leads being looked at this point of time, but people and citizens need to be vigilant, though there's no cause for panic. The situation is normal. There was a general threat perception in the city, as there is in other parts of the country as well, about the possibility of attacks of this kind, both low intensity and otherwise, but there was no specific threat, no specific intelligence, we understand, about Church Street itself. Further details about the investigation will be provided by the police itself. No speculation here on headlines today. We will take those details straight from the authorities and report them to you as they come in, because this is a sensitive time. It's been almost exactly 2 hours since the blast right now, and these are those golden moments when the maximum amount of evidence is really possible. The possibility of eyewitnesses, the possibility of physical evidence, which is being collected as we speak, as you can see in these live pictures, the possibility of CCTV images preserving what may have actually happened. Here's what Police Commissioner of Bangalore, M.N. Reddy, said a short while ago. And Union Law Minister Sadananda Gowda, also former Chief Minister of the state, was at Church Street a short while ago, and here's what he said.
I had talks with the Commissioner and DG, and as per the information received at about 8:30, there was a bomb spot and 2 persons have been injured. One is seriously injured. Another one is also injured. The condition of the injured persons are not known to me, but police are now. The incident is quite unfortunate. It should not have been happened. Now the anti-bomb squad has already come to this spot and they are detecting everything, and police are also investigating the matter very seriously. The state government also will take necessary steps in the coming days, and the central is also certainly give all possible assistance to the state to see that such untoward incidents should not happen in future.
Sir, you had a word with Rajnath Singh?
Now I came to the spot. I got the information from the senior police officers, and right now Rajnath Singh is on the flight. So as soon as he lands there, I will call him. I will talk to him.
Tweeter saying that he has already spoken to the Chief Minister. Did you had any word with that?
No, Chief Minister has already spoken with the senior police officers. And they said that they have explained the matter in detail to the Chief Minister.
Pratibha Raman is still with us live from Church Street on this developing story right now. Pratibha, it's running to be about 2 hours since the attack. It's almost 10:30. 2 hours since the attack. 8:30 is when it actually happened. One person seriously injured. It is very likely, Pratibha, that given how the maximum amount of evidence can really be collected, those golden hours right after the attack, the security agencies are likely to be there on Church Street pretty much all night.
Absolutely, Shiv, because it is going to be one of the concrete angles that will be looked into is the ISIS update, the Twitter update where the man was arrested, and perhaps this could be a retaliation to that, number one. Number two, the threat perception that the Bangalore police has got in terms of messages on Twitter as well as WhatsApp. That would be the second concrete evidence that is going to be looked into. And number three would be CCTV footage over here, as well as the motivation behind the motive behind this IED device that was planted right outside the restaurant on a busy street. What kind of message was it driving at? These are the kind of questions that are now doing the rounds among the Bangalore police here. The internal security as well as the rapid action force, the bomb squad that is here, all of them trying to investigate in terms of looking at the constituents of the bomb that was planted here. But overall, the Bangalore police trying to work out the security arrangements in the entire city, as well as trying to calm people down. This entire area, the stretch that you see, is a shopping area right in the central location of Bangalore. So many people the street is always bustling. So many curious onlookers here. So trying to find out what exactly happens. The police is trying to calm people down, as well as try to see how they could focus their attention in terms of the investigation.
Well, the investigation will be at its most crucial juncture at this point of time. Do we know if any eyewitnesses have come forward, Pratibha, to help out the police in the investigation at this time?
Well, eyewitnesses in terms of soon after the blast, yes, people have been there in terms of trying to see how the person was injured. But then right at the beginning, in terms of how the sense of panic spread, there's been absolutely no eyewitnesses in terms of that particular angle. But then the police is still investigating as to who were these people, the people who were injured, were they customers inside the restaurant or were they just passers-by, and who were the other passers-by along there who were there at the time when the blast happened. So all these are part of the investigation. They are still talking to different people here from inside the restaurant as well as outside who were there at the point in time when the incident took place. They will all, the statements would be taken from all of them, along with the hotel owners as well as the passers-by, as well as the CCTV camera that will be examined.